I'm going to be inducting Arsenal into the Brick Academy. And the question is, and say it in the comments below, I put out a tweet. Oh my God, did Hazard score? No, he didn't score. Well, and the question is, and let me ask you, do Arsenal's badge just get inducted into Class B or Class A, or do we build a wing? Wings are very expensive. And the PSG wing, some say that that's cost between 200 and 250 mil, which I had to borrow. I'm still paying that thing back. So before you say wing, think about how much money I'm going to put into build a wing. So tell me, Arsenal wing or thingy. But crazy game, amazing game. And I think Liverpool and Arsenal have actually had a history of amazing games. And there's so many things to say, and I'll give it to you. It's like this young Arsenal team is actually very good. They're really good and they're really talented, but they're being managed by a sociopath. And they are managed by a tactical sociopath who, and I think you even made the point, you're winning 5-4, you bring off Torreira and you bring on Danny Ceballos to do it exactly. Now, if you're bringing down on Danny Ceballos with the instructions of, I want you to keep the ball, slow the game down, that's cool. But he came on and Arsenal were still trying to look for the sixth. They were winning 5-4, they wanted to make it 6-4. Why? I have no idea. But I just think like, bro, and I've said this many times before, and this is almost similar to a Batshuayi argument. Firmino obviously fits the Liverpool system a lot better, and he obviously makes sense. Goals win games. And Origi is an amazing goal scorer.
Ooh, so what are you trying to say?
Oh, no. All I'm saying is this. The front three is the front three. But Origi should be playing a lot more games. And I think you have to respect his national goal. Origi is a better goal scorer than Firmino. Firmino may be the better player. Origi is easily the better goal scorer. And that goal scoring quality is something that can't be taught. You either have it or you don't.
I mean, certainly even pertaining to that debate, obviously Firmino, when you have Mane and Salah in the wings, they're only going to get you enough goals to suffice what you need in terms of a goal scoring outlet. But there's no doubt about it. Even though Firmino supplements those guys well, Origi offers something different that even all three don't have. His physicality. I mean, we saw what he did for the first goal, how he backed into the defender. A Drogba
quality, that was quality.
And then as for the overhead kick, I mean, it's absolutely sensational. So there's certainly a place for Origi in the squad. And again, it's good faith from Klopp, who's actually even said, even in his first season, that he was happy. Hazard!
Oh! It's like if they don't want, it's like the football gods do not want Hazard to score.
They really don't. For anybody watching me, I'm watching the Real Madrid Leganes game, and Hazard still hasn't scored.
Yeah, easy. Yeah, all you Hazard haters, shut the hell up, you bunch of losers. Carry on.
But yeah, to the point, Klopp did actually talk about how he wanted to work with Origi, even at Dortmund, and even when he got to Liverpool, he said that I'm actually very excited to work with this player. It's taken a bit of time for it to manifest, but he's shown his ability in the last year or quite a bit. So with clutch goals, clutch moments, and obviously none more so as great in quality as today. But then obviously to today as well, bro, you got to build a wing. Think about it, for a wing, you need a lot of memorabilia. You need a lot of moments that you just hang up on the wall.
So there needs to be like a backlog of stuff coming through.
And there's an absolute, there's heritage to how much things we can talk about in recent years.
Footballing heritage.
For Arsenal have a massive footballing heritage in embarrassing moments over the last 10 years now. I have 3 brothers who support Arsenal. So wow. I have everything stood up in there.
So why the hell? So, hey, man of the match.
Hey. Before you start you don't need goals to be man of the match.
So how is it that so you have 3 Arsenal fans, and how come you're a Chelsea fan? Just very briefly.
I want it to be a little bit different. And also there was a game, again I don't know why this was the game, but it was between Chelsea and Liverpool back in 2002-2003. Winner got into the Champions League, and I kind of like the underdog story of let's see who can actually then get into the Champions League and become a top club. And it was Chelsea who won it that day. I believe it was Gronkiar who scored one of the important goals on that day, and ever since I like the colour blue. They won that game. It seemed like a good fit, and here we are. And I'm glad I made it, man. I'm glad I made it. Champions League, until the only team in London to do it. And pretend obviously to today, why Arsenal need a wing, bro? How many embarrassing moments have they had over the last 10, 15 years? You think of the 8-2. You think of the 10-2 against Bayern Munich. I mean, and even things like, even just this weekend, look at what their captains have done. Let's actually look back at it. Look at the embarrassing moments that Gallas had on the pitch where he was crying.
Well, yeah. I mean, okay. Also,
look at even Koscielny when he took off the kit. Look at what Van Persie did on the return. It's mad. It's political. And you get to today, you're 3-1 up. You're 4-2 up. You're 5-2 up with 1 minute left in injury time, and you still go and bottle it. It's like someone said in the stream earlier today. How can only Arsenal be the team to snatch an L from the to snatch?
Basically, to snatch an L from the jaws of victory.
There you
Basically,
go.
shout out to, I think it might be Josh Bourne, Empty Love. That's a great
That's why I
quote.
couldn't
That's
even
like
say
a
the same
great
because
quote.
only Arsenal could do that. I couldn't even think of how that's possible to do, but only Arsenal could bring it to reality.
But
It's
basically, for me,
mad.
I just think like it's a combination because obviously we'll get to Liverpool, but just going to Arsenal. Is the blame Emery's tactical ineptness? A guy who I partly blame to the miracle at Camp Nou. Is it mainly Emery's inability to manage a game, or is it just the players' poor mentality? But you know why? I'm actually answering my own question in this instance. Overall, think about in this instance, this is the Carabao Cup. Who do you play? Mostly young players. What do young players need? They need guidance. So young players need guidance or the manager to tell us what we need to do. Even when you were winning 4-2, you can't. And I tweeted this out. You can't close out of the game.
Yeah.
You can't make tactical fouls. You can't make the game slower. You can't slow the game down, congest it. You can't keep hold of the ball. You can't keep possession. So I think for Emery's tactic is attack. It's like, wait, do you have any concept of like you're trying to win the game? Winning the game. So defending is also part of trying to win the game as well. Keeping possession and making it all is also trying to win the game. You're not here to entertain solely. You don't have the luxury to entertain because you ain't at PSG anymore. You screwed that up. You're at Arsenal. They need to win. Okay, so I think so. I mean, I think Emery's the dude to blame.
Yeah, I think
mostly, but players should take some blame. But still, because I felt really bad for Willock, man. That is a goal that deserves to win a game. That was an outstanding goal, and because I could even see like when they were taking their penalties, I could see like basically Willock was talking to Mustafi, and Willock was just shaking his head, saying, "Bruh, these guys are a bunch of bricks, bro."
Speaking of Mustafi, that own goal was absolutely calamitous to start the game off. Again, typical Arsenal. And yeah, definitely. I think to your point, today, if anything, summed up the good, the bad, and the ugly with Emery. I think one of the only good points, and certainly the best part about him coming to Arsenal, is how he's been able to integrate some of the youth. Ultimately, they need to be good enough to actually play, but you need a manager to actually put them in. And we've seen the likes of Saka, Willock get their chance and actually perform in this Arsenal team. But then we also see at the bad and, quite frankly, the ugly in terms of the fact that he can't actually manage a game for them. Again, there's no change in philosophy and tactics in a game. Why are you still going to try and get the fifth and the sixth goal when you're winning 40 at Anfield? Just close the game out. But again, I don't see anything in Emery that suggests to me that he's a great coach or even a great manager in terms of managing situations. Again, we've seen with the Xhaka situation and the Ozil situation, who actually was really good today, Ozil. That's someone you could have done with earlier in the season. But again, it goes to obviously to the point that Emery's just not. While Wenger needed to leave and a change was needed, this was not the right change.
I mean, just to round this off, last few minutes here. So I think with regards to Liverpool, do you think that they will be taking the Carabao Cup? So basically, two questions here to then round this thing. So first question is Liverpool. Do you think that for the Carabao Cup they're going to take this as seriously as everything else, or do you still think that put out these young players because they almost lost this game? So do you think it's a case of put out these young players? I know I scored this name, put out these young players, and until we get to a quarter semi-final, we'll then ride. And as for Arsenal, do you think Emery should hand in his resignation right now?
I think for Liverpool, this is just a chance to just blood some young players in. I mean, they started with 4 teenagers today. I mean, we saw Klopp's mannerisms on the touchline. He was just having the ball. He
was chilled. And Emery was like, put up, bro, like, am I going to get that severance package or not?
That's what it is. And so that's why for Liverpool, this is just a chance to just, blood some young players in because really you want to focus on the Premier League. You want to focus on the Champions League. You haven't got the biggest squad, and that's relatively to your main rivals, which is Man City. So it's just a chance to get players some games, some minutes we want, maybe starters, and also just blooding some more youngsters. And as for Arsenal and Emery, it's a matter of when, not if, because he's gone. He's gone after the season.
So you think Emery's gone?
His contract runs out in August this year. So obviously at the end of the season, they're not going to renew it. And it's just a point of whether he does bad enough for them to actually sack him mid-season. Because we know this Arsenal board, they're very hesitant to pull the trigger. We saw Wenger stay long past his sell-by date. So it's just a matter of when, if not if. And I just don't know when it's going to be because I don't know how bad it's got to take for Arsenal to pull the trigger on Emery. Because really, you look at Arsenal probably have one of their best transfer winners for a long time. Got Pepe and they addressed the centre-back area to a degree with David Luiz. Obviously, I know we disagree on that. But then we can't also disagree on the fact that they got Ceballos, who was a very good player, a very good creative player. He had an amazing tournament at the under-21s. And yet still, the football hasn't got any better. Like, how does football not get any better when you've actually gone and recruited and you have one of the best front threes in all of Europe, let alone the Premier League. So it's just it goes down to actually the coaching. There's so much you can go on talking about the mentality of players and if they have enough quality, if they have the spine, they have the character. Only it's got to come down to the coaching, and I just don't see a team that is well coached and somebody getting the best out of it.
Because the point we've made is like, I think Emery is now done with regards to coaching top teams. I think like if you've failed at Arsenal, what top team is not going to say, you know what? So I think right now he'll not be a mid-tier manager for the rest of his career.
He made the point during the stream, which was that at Seville, you won those 3 Europa Leagues, but where did you start all those seasons? Getting knocked out of the Champions League,
and also underperforming in the league as well. 100%. You may win the Europa League, but based on how good your team was, you actually underperforming that.
Contriving to lose a league title while managing PSG, and obviously we all know what happened at the Nou Camp. No more needs to be said on that. Emery is a bum.
All right, guys, look, remember to drop a like, man, share the video. Remember to also follow Ford. His Twitter handle will be in the description box.
And you'll be working very hard on that wing, I assume, right?
Look, if you can spare me the cash, I will. Peace out, stay true, stay black. Peace out.